We have about 2 homes being moved into right now every week. I didn't want to sit behind a desk all day with a coat and tie on. I didn't want to have the same thing every day. And that's something that I get to experience out here is the total opposite of all that. And that's what I wanted.
What drives you to do what you do here?
Yeah, great question. So,
hi, I'm Corey Getz, and today I'm proud to be at GCI, Golf Club of Indiana, meeting with none other than the general manager of Golf Club of Indiana, Jeff Rubenstein.
All right, Corey Getz here. Today I have a special guest. He is an Indiana family man. He went to IU, go Hoosiers. Excited about that. Over the last 25 years, he's provided a quality golf course with outstanding facilities and an amazing staff here in Central Indiana for the golf community. If you have been to GCI over the last 25 years, you will have seen the hard work of Jeff here is paying off. And so I want to introduce you the general manager of the Golf Club of Indiana, Jeff Rubenstein.
thank you very much. What a great introduction. Thanks, Corey.
Yeah, not a problem. Thanks for joining us today. Absolutely. Beautiful day here in Indiana, actually, at the golf course. So we're just gonna, ask you a few questions. So you spend a lot of time here.
I do.
What drives you to do what you do here at the golf course?
Yeah, great question. So, it's a passion for not only myself, but a lot of our employees here. So we're into golf. We love golf. And to be able to come to work every day and enjoy what you're doing is something that, my dad really instilled in me and just said, hey, you have to enjoy what it is that you do. And I enjoy it. I enjoy the people that I work with. I enjoy the people that come out here every day. I'm blessed to have people that I can call friends for the last 25, 35 years who come here and see me every day, which is just amazing. So it's great. And then to be the caretaker of this wonderful golf course and facilities has been just an amazing experience for me for the last 25, 30 years. So it's been great.
That's awesome. And so how did you end up in this role?
Yeah, I lost a bet. Graduated from IU and really enjoyed business and still do. And that's what this is. This is a business. And I didn't want to sit behind a desk all day with a coat and tie on. And I didn't want to have the same thing every day. Yeah. And that's something that I get to experience out here is the total opposite of all that. And that's what I wanted. So I wanted to make sure that I could come and enjoy myself. Every day was different, that I'm constantly challenged and have it be fun. And it has been. And a lot of the people that I've met out here and grown up with out here, are still here after all these years. And it's been fun because they help me. They look out on the golf course and they say, hey, here's a suggestion, and we take all that into account. And we really try to make this place something that's, good for everybody and can fit all kinds of different skill levels. And then we've expanded now into Golf Academy and also into a banquet facility, which hosts a lot of weddings and galas and everything, in between. So it's fun. There's always something going on, even in the dead of winter. And we always are excited about this time of year, just after the Masters and weather's starting to get nice. The leaves are starting to get back on the trees and golfers are starting to come out and everybody's having a good time. Everybody's in a good mood and everything's starting to really green up, which is fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, and now we've included a housing development around the golf course, which has been great. So Pulte and Lennar are building about 530 homes. And we hope to be done with construction some point in the next year. So, maybe this time next year, a little bit after. And now we have a lot of new neighbors and everything, which has been fun. And a lot of them are golfers. And we've started to provide programming not only for the golfers that live in Cardinal Point, but for the non-golfers as well. So that's something that's been really fun and challenging for our staff. So we always enjoy that.
That's awesome. You definitely have a growing community here.
We do.
And it's awesome to see that you get to connect with it. Are there any certain stories or moments that are near and dear to you that you wouldn't mind sharing with us today?
Sure. We've had a lot of them over the last, 25 years. What's nice, as you mentioned, with the new people that are moving in, we haven't had a lot of them here long enough, but what's nice is that everybody's so friendly and so nice. We try to be very welcoming. They're great in return. We have about 2 homes being moved into right now every week. So we're always getting new people. And I remember there was the first time that we all got together and kind of were meeting new people and what have you. There were only maybe about 40 or 50 homes moved into. There was a young couple that came up and they said, this reminds me of college. And I was like, how so? And they said, well, nobody knows anybody. And this is like the first week in college. We all got in our new dorm rooms, or in this case, houses. And everybody's walking the streets and everybody's out meeting everybody and sharing their stories and what have you. And how'd you get here? And how'd you get here? And da, 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 da. And it's been cool to watch because we've got young people and, older people out here and everything in between. And so there's a lot of different experiences and different things that people have been able to connect with. And the thing I enjoy is getting to meet all of those people and figuring out what they do and all those things and making this a lifestyle for them rather than just a place where they can come and play golf. So they're really coming in and embracing that. And that's been great for us and great for our staff. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. It sounds like a great community to be a part of.
It is.
What are some maybe common misconceptions people may have about GCI? Not, nothing bad, but just maybe something they just aren't aware of or don't know, initially when you maybe meet them.
Hopefully not very many. And we've done a good job of letting everybody know what it is that we do. But some of the things that from time to time get missed is we're a golf course. Everybody thinks we're a golf course and that's what we do. And that is true. But other things that we have out here that sometimes people miss is that we have a golf academy, which is open during the winter months. You can come and hit. We have 3 full-time instructors out here who are amazing. I've got 2-time Indiana PGA Teacher of the Year who works out here and does a great job. And he leads our golf academy, Tony Day. And then we have Susan Thielber, and Susan is a former LPGA Tour player. And she's amazing with teaching both men and women, but really focuses on women and especially, girls coming up and learning and this great game of golf. And, and she's taught her daughters along the way. And actually that's where she is this week. She's out watching her daughter compete in college in a tournament, which is great. And then we also have Mike Asbell, who's in charge of our youth programming. And Mike's won countless awards as well for youth programming and also Player of the Year for the state of Indiana. So Mike is one of those guys that always frustrates people like me. Never seen him play. Tees it up. He goes shoot 66. He's frustrated that he shot 66. So we're excited for him. He's playing in some tournaments coming up, some big tournaments across the country. So we're really excited about that. And then another component of the Golf Academy is our fitter. So we have a full-time club fitter.
Wow.
And Mike Snyder does a great job of, fitting people in all kinds of different clubs. We don't really recommend any over another. But everything that it is that we carry, Mike has been trained in that particular club. And so he'll fly out to, the various places across the country for the club manufacturers and will really go out there and learn all about it and then convey all that information to his clients. And so we always try to put our patrons into the best clubs for them. And it's a whole process. And like I said, he does a great job with that and everything. And then also down there, we have a full-time buyer. So if people ever want to purchase anything, knickknacks for their golf outings, or whatever it happens to be, Heather Lester does a great job with that. And so that's a component that a lot of people just drive by as they're driving in. So it's the building on the north side of our property and north side of the driving range. And then another part that always gets missed is our banquet facility. So we've got two full-time wonderful ladies who run that building. And, this year we'll have about 175 to 200 events down there. And so it really keeps them hopping between golf outings and weddings and what have you. And so we'll have about 25 weddings this year, and Victoria and Aubrey do a great job with that and really make it, special for that bride and groom. So those are some things that get missed. And actually we're sitting here taping this in our bridal suite. And so this is, best day ever.
Yeah.
And so, so we try to make it special. And then the groom suite is the best groom suite in the world. It is our golf academy. So guys can go down there, drink and hit balls and just, enjoy the last few moments they have before they head on down there. And we make sure they don't drink too much. They're good during the wedding.
Yeah, important part. Yeah.
So those are some things that we do that a lot of people just, kind of maybe gloss over, just don't even think about.
Yeah, way more than a golf course.
Way more than a golf course.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's great.
Yeah. Well, I know you mentioned, you've got these homes going up around here. We noticed, I've seen this being out here playing on your course a couple weeks ago, that you've actually got a bunch of James Hardy siding going up out around the facility, which is great to see. How do you like the look of that siding on these homes that are going up around the course?
Yeah, it's great. We have it at our house too, and it's great. It's great. It's low maintenance, and it's durable. And for us, we've had it on our house for 15 years.
Really?
No problem. So it's been great.
That's awesome. Yeah. Glad to hear that.
Good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Similar to your course, we often hear that people, when they're looking at siding options and different things like that they want, they're shopping different contractors. And one thing that sets us apart is that we also, kind of like your fitter, we'll go to the manufacturer plants. We do special trainings with them. I'm sure that you deal with contractors here from time to time. Yeah. What is something you think that we need to see more of from Hoosier contractors here?
Yeah, so we've been blessed here to be able to build a lot of buildings and reconstruct a lot of this building, which is an old house, over the last 25 years. And so dealing with contractors is wonderful. The thing that I really focus on and we talk about in our initial meeting is communication. Communication is key. And so, it'd be great if we could shut our business down and then all of a sudden just, do you have construction here, and what have you. But unfortunately we don't. Yeah. So we're an ongoing business that then is building things, and, you have to shut off power, you have to shut off utilities, whatever it happens to be. And then that causes inconveniences other places. So proper planning and communication for us is key. And the contractors we've worked with, we set an expectation level coming initially out of those meetings, and everybody's been great. And that's wonderful. And as we all know, Hoosier hospitality is great.
That's awesome. Thank you for taking the time talking about that part of it. What advice, for people that maybe looking into getting into either golf course management or just working at a golf course because they either like to play, they want to be more involved, they just want to learn more. What advice would you have for those people?
Yeah, well, golf is a great sport. And it really is the sport of a lifetime. So we have people that are hitting golf balls that are literally 2 years old or out there, and it's fun to watch. The clubs are bigger than them and the bags are bigger than them. And then it goes all the way up to people in their 90s. And it's something that's very, very fun to see. It's also something that you can do with your kids and your parents and your grandparents. And, and that's how a lot of people learn this great game. And so that continuity is something that I have always appreciated. And fortunately, I've been here long enough now that I'm seeing generation after generation come back. And, kids that we've taught in our junior programs, you see them now bringing their kids to our junior programs and all that. And so that's an amazing part of our job. And so I would encourage anybody who's interested in getting into this great game, please do so. Please do so. It's good exercise. It's good to get out. You're getting, to be out in the sun and nature and what have you. Friendship is amazing. I've been honored to have to speak at some funerals for people who we've lost over the years. And the thing that we always talk about and is talked about, after the funeral, when we kind of all get together, is just not how great anything that the golfer was, but just the friendships and the laughter and all those types of things that we experience as we're out here. And so, again, so anybody's interested, please do so. And we've got some great junior programming as well as adult programming for people who haven't played. And then for those people who are interested in career, it's a lot different than when I started. So now it has become very specialized. So we have business people, we have communication majors, we've got food and beverage people, we've got all kinds of different arenas where we're attracting people who don't necessarily have a golf background, but they have a business background and can apply different things, whether it be in food and beverage, whether it be in our banquet facility, whether it be teaching this great game or managing it. There's just all kinds of different ways that you can get into it and to really find your niche. So, if anybody who's listening is interested, please feel free to reach out to me. Always happy to welcome some new people into our businesses for sure.
What's your message to the audience?
Have fun. We saw in the game of golf nationally and globally, we saw a huge uptick in participation during COVID. And what has been great for us to see as an industry is most of those people are sticking with the game of golf. And that has been amazing. And so that means that they're enjoying themselves. That means that there was something that made them want to come back. And whether it's here or, somewhere else in our industry to go and play, they're repeatedly coming back. And so, and that's so great to see. And now with the advent of places like Top Golf and those type places, we're seeing a lot of new people being brought into the game through that vehicle. So I was very interested in speaking with some of the Top Golf people. I think it was last year or the year before. About 80 to 90% of their people that come out don't play golf. And that really opened up my eyes. I was like, wow, so they're busy, and those people don't really go and play on golf courses. So we're hoping that is another avenue that we can get a lot of people involved in this game. So that's great.
That's awesome. That sounds great. I think golfing is just so much fun, and hearing you talk about it, it's like, yeah, I've gotten into it in the last few years quite a bit. And so it's just a great way to exercise and get out and get involved with the community.
Have you gotten frustrated?
I think you haven't golfed if you haven't gotten frustrated. I think golf is, for me, has taught me a lot of patience.
It does.
And it's humbled me a lot. And I was always I grew up on a livestock farm, and we showed a lot of livestock, and so we didn't play sports in school, but we were very athletic kids in the gym class. And so I was always, I should be really good at this. And I couldn't pick it up like other sports, but it's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot, taken some lessons, and that helped a lot. And it's just, I love being involved with it. There are those frustrating days, but I think those are the days that lead to the really, really fun, great days. And
Absolutely.
I've got a friend of mine, he says, we play golf all year for a few good rounds.
That's exactly right. Well, they call it golf because all the other 4-letter words are taken. So it's a challenging game, and it's something that we go an entire lifetime and continue to try to get better and better at. And very seldomly, as you mentioned, do we succeed.
Yeah, exactly. It takes a lot of patience.
Absolutely.
What else would you like to promote? I mean, you have, I know we've talked quite a bit about the facility, different things. Anything else that you'd like to promote that is going on big at GCI, coming up in the future, just in general?
Yeah. So, and I appreciate you asking. We've talked a little bit about the Golf Academy. We've talked about our banquet facility, but the golf course is obviously our crown jewel. And so, as I mentioned, we have a lot of introductory. We've opportunities for people to come in and learn in our Golf Academy, as well as more advanced skill levels. But then again, it comes back to the golf course. So we host a lot of golf outings. We host a lot of leagues. We host a lot of regular play. We have a lot of fun things going. One or a couple of things that are near and dear to our heart is we have the drive, chip, and putt every year, the regional. One of the kids that made it out of here this year made it to Augusta and actually won their age group. I just got a little note about that yesterday, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And so that's something that we host every year. We're going to host that this year. And it's something that we welcome people to come out and watch. It's one of my favorite days of the year. You see all these little kids, and they're out having a blast. They're carrying these bags that are bigger than they are. They're dressed to the nines. They're having a great time. Their parents know that if they make it out of here, then they go to the Midwest Regional. If they make it out of there, they go to Augusta. And so the parents are stressed to the hilt. And and they want so much for their kids to succeed and everything. And it's fun to watch. And so it's just a great day. And then last year we hosted an event that was exceptionally special, and we're going to host it again this year, where we have some disabled people that come out and participate. And we have people with all types of different disabilities that will come out and compete against each other. And we're looking for volunteers. We were able to secure actually a lot of the new residents wanted to participate with that and be a part of it. And it was something that was very, very special. So we can host just about anything, and we enjoy doing it. I've got a great and amazing staff here and a great team that can help with any golfing need that you have. And we're all here to promote this great game. And it's something that's so fun. And I appreciate you giving us the opportunity, here today to do that and to promote not only our golf course and facilities, but this game. It has given me everything that I've had in my life, which has just been amazing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I appreciate you giving us the time to go through it and talk with you about this. Any last thoughts? Any fun tidbits you might want to share with anybody, or
nothing really that I can share on camera, but we've had all kinds of fun things over the years that have happened out here, and and we get to meet a lot of great people that have lots of diverse backgrounds, interesting stories. And that's the part that I love the most, is you never know who's going to walk in that door. And you know, and then that opens up a door to something else and to something else and to something else. And that's something that's really special. And again, that's something that my dad taught me is, you know, talk to people, communicate. And that's something that, you know, in today's world, we kind of lose sight of sometimes, because we always have our head buried in the phone and checking up on texts and emails and what have you, to actually sit back and enjoy the day. And I applaud Augusta National that they don't allow phones on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you know, out there, and on Thursdays, to get you to focus on what you're there for. And we see a lot of people are actually taking that now and bringing that to the golf course, and not necessarily putting their phone away, but really kind of tamping that down, which is great.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I struggle. I feel the same way. I struggle because all these apps have everything tied into them now. So, but, well, Jeff, thank you for taking the time.
very, very much.
I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right. Have a good one.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, and have a great day.
Thank you for watching. Now check out our next video right here with Stan Eisenhuth. He's the general manager of Stoops and Anderson. He's the chairman of the NFL Players Association Golf Outing. But click now, click right here.